Hey guys, Koukun here, coming at you from the city of Yokohama in Japan. Just staying at my sister-in-law's place where we have this amazing view here. Want to make a quick video about investing during inflationary times and especially uncertain times. So we're seeing interest rates rise due to inflation. It's caused some dramatic changes in the real estate market in the last couple of months. I'm finding that this time is very valuable to reassess my investment thesis or philosophy or thought processes that I've had up to this point during this uncertain time to really decide, is that truly the right decision? Have I been thinking clearly during the good times such that I can stick to those decisions during uncertain times and potentially tough times that may be yet to come. In the last couple of weeks, I've really thought a lot about the investments that I've chosen, the pace that I've chosen to grow my portfolio. So far, so good. I haven't seen any dramatic things that I would have changed knowing that we are going through this uncertain time. I'm especially happy right now with my student rentals as well as my legal basement apartments that allow me to reprice the rents on a more faster basis. So for example, the legal basement apartments, there's no rent controls on the basement. So every year we're able to increase the rent to the market. So if we encounter very high inflation that results in rental rates also rising, along with interest rates, right? We will be able to reprice our rents to keep up with the market, therefore protecting our cash flow. Same for student rentals. Every year or two, you're able to find a new set of students and then reset the rents to the market. So those two I'm very happy with. I'm really happy with the decision to focus on cash flowing properties, which now allow me a little bit of buffer. So as rates rise, that cash flow reduces, but I'm not going into the negative territory anywhere close yet, at least. And I'm also happy with the decision to set aside some funds into index funds, right? Providing me some liquidity and staying power essentially to get through tough times. All that to say, real estate, especially leveraged real estate, has a very strong return on investment, close to 20% if you have an 80% mortgage and the real estate market appreciates at 5% a year. That's a long-term number, and typically return on investment in any asset doesn't happen in a linear fashion. It doesn't happen every year at a very consistent basis. What ends up happening is you get most of your returns in a very short period of time, and you may have long periods of time where the returns are not as good. So the way you really capture the market's return is having the ability to stay in the market over the long term. Especially important right now to be able to stay in the market as uncertainty happens, potentially stay in the market as interest rates rise, causing your carrying costs to increase. Right now is not a time you would want to be a seller unless you had other reasons for selling. I wouldn't opportunistically try to sell my real estate right now, but rather my goal is, how do I hold it first? And then if I have spare funds and the desire to, how can I acquire during uncertain times so that I take advantage of the market? That is not necessarily my first priority, but it is one I will consider in the next couple of months here. But the staying power is especially important. You really need to have the ability to stay in the investments you choose long enough to see the outcome you want. That is why personally I'm not a huge fan of flipping properties, because it's a very short time cycle. You need to be able to sell in 6 months, and right now is a bit of a scary time if you have to be a seller. If you have a property that financially won't make sense to rent out, it is a bit of a scary time. But if you have the ability to cover your costs through rental income, all you have to do is wait, collect the rent checks, pay your mortgage, and wait until the uncertainty passes. So hope you found that helpful. During these uncertain times, definitely take a look at your investment philosophy and really do a stress test. Really think about, have you been making sound decisions during the good times that will protect you and stay with you through these next couple of years, next couple of months? Who knows how long it'll last, but do you have that staying power? Do you have the ability to stick it through to see the outcome that you desire? If you're interested in investing in the Niagara region, definitely check out our beginner's guide to investing in the Niagara region in the comments below. And until next time, all the best.